What's up, everyone? This is Super Marcel, and welcome back to Jurassic World Evolution 2. In the last episode, we've gotten the Majungosauruses. We did a little bit of stuff. First, let me just check up on this. Yeah, not surprised. Let me guess, you're not eating? But you're gonna start eating soon, like right now, right? Yeah, there you go. But yeah, we did what was pretty much needed to be done for a very long time. We moved the Moros out of this enclosure to instead live with the Euplocephalus and Pseudoceratopses, which seem to be going along very well. They all seem fine and happy. I think this is a better enclosure, and so then we replaced the enclosure with a different carnivore, that being the Majungosaurus. And nothing else really happened. So in this episode, I got a bit of a checklist of stuff that I need to be done, right? First off, I'm gonna at some point start building the bird cage. I'm gonna build a bird cage, well, not a bird cage, but a pterosaur aviary, like right here as per planned, for the past few episodes. And we're and I also want to. There's a specific. I want to get into research, right? So if we go into, let's say, where is it? Infrastructure? Yeah, I want to get the response facility. Task scheduling would be really good as well, but advanced, actually, they're both really good, actually. And as well as a good, the mix of the paleomedical as well. So I think I want to save up enough money to get this. As you can see, it's $2 million. But I think if we get that, it'll be worth it in the end, because the helicopters will be able to be better at aiming. They'll hit the targets much more faster in case of the scenario where any of them hatch and get out. And also the whole scheduling thing can also help, because there have often been times where I have so much stuff happening, but I have to wait until one of the tasks that I've assigned to the Rangers is finished, so then I can assign them a new task. So the sooner I get that researched, the better. And also, there's the security fences and whatnot, and yeah, that's on the second agenda. Third agenda is, I reckon, while we're trying to get enough money for that and get an aviary over here, we also need to consider what we should have as our third dinosaur for this enclosure. I reckon at least 3 per species, excluding this one, of course, is a good idea. 3 dinosaurs per enclosure. So we already have 3 dinosaurs here: the Gallimimus, Pachycephalosaurus, and Creosaurus. We have the Sinosauropteryx and the Wuerhosaurus, and I think it's a good idea to get a third species for this enclosure. I'm thinking probably sauropod. Sauropod might be good. Maybe Diplodocus. Um, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Maybe we'll just play around with the randomization again, make the game decide. But I honestly like the idea of getting some Diplodocuses as well. So, you know, we'll we'll get what we get, I guess. Yeah, Alamosaurus, Camarasaurus. Camarasaurus for only 600,000. That might not be so bad. But we also have the random dinosaur over here. I don't know. Let me just test something. If I... Interesting. They're in the white. Oh. You know what it is? Okay, I think I've figured... I betcha it's more Wuerhosaurus. That's weird, though. Why are Wuerhosaurus weirdly cheap? Why is that? What's up with that? So, like... So there's 4 of them. Doing the maths, what? 600 divided by 4. Where's my phone? And this isn't even in the good price. This is the normal price. So 644,000 divided by free, not free. divided by 4. That's like... what? 125,000 per Waherosaurus? Which I find so weird. Why is this Stegosaurus so cheap? I reckon this is like the third best or most iconic Stegosaur next to Kentrosaurus and Stegosaurus. Obviously Stegosaurus would be the most high rated and most expensive one because it's Stegosaurus. Kentrosaurus would be a close second because it's the next Stegosaur people think of. But Waherosaurus, even though it's lesser known, I still don't think it should be so cheap because it's basically Stegosaurus, is it not? You know, with the whole it's just Stegosaurus, but like with different looking plates. And it's big. It can defend itself. I find it so weird how. What is its star rating? I have to wonder. Does it have a good... No, it's 1 star. But at the same time, every herbivore in this park has 1 star. A contract is notified that you... oh, boy. That a scientist in your employ has a long record of underground dealings and is advising you to take action. Which specific guy is this guy? You know, let's stuff it. Yeah, whatever. While we wait, let's just start getting this done. The aviaries. Not much for an aviary. So each aviary is 100,000. Oh, that's cheaper than I thought. I thought it was like 250,000 per aviary square. That's at least 600,000. I don't know, should I wait? Nah, I think it's probably best if I get it done, like, as soon as I can. Yeah. Just get it over and done with. Have it there. We're rapidly rising in money anyway, so... Unknown Piscivore. Huh. Now this could either be a pterosaur, or it's a spinosaur, or maybe even Dinochirus. 4, huh? It might be it. You know what it might be? It might be Quetzalcoatlus. Would it? I don't know. It's got bad rating anyway. I don't know if I should trust it. This is undoubtedly Waherosaurus. They're not gonna like the ceratopsians at all. I don't need more Moros. Camarasaurus looks pretty good, actually. Kind of close to getting that. But I kind of like the idea of Diplodocus. Wouldn't mind having a Diplodocus be in this enclosure. But at the same time, now thinking about it, Camarasaurus, right? When was the last time I've gotten Camarasaurus? I think I only have gotten Camarasaurus since, like, Jurassic Park Chaos Fury. And I don't think I've ever gotten it ever since. And I know for a fact that even though currently in this recording history I don't think I've gotten Diplodocus yet, but I do know that I get it again in a future recording, pre-recording. You know what? I'm gonna just get more carnivore feeders because they just keep getting hungry. Yeah, the more I think about it, the more I'm kind of tempted to just get Camarasaurus again. In fact, now that I think about it, I don't think I have any more sauropods left to get. I'm pretty sure I've gotten all the sauropods at this point in each park, even in the pre-recordings. I've obviously gotten Brachiosaurus. I've gotten Camarasaurus before. I've got Diplodocus, both in the first game and this game. I've got some Mamenchisaurus. What is it? I've definitely got a Dreadnoughtus. Is that Dreadnoughtus? I've gotten the Alamosaurus. I don't know what other sauropods there are. Hello. Let me see. Sauropods. I don't think there are any other sauropods. I'm pretty sure. Oh yeah, I've got an Amargasaurus. I've got a Nigersaurus as well. Tritonus, Diplodocus. No, yeah, I think I've gotten every single sauropod. Yeah, we're done with the sauropods. So, why not get Chimerasaurs then? Especially with their star rating and all? Oh, but apparently they're not great with star rating. But people apparently love Alamosaurus. You know what? I'm gonna refresh it. But Chimerasaurus is definitely in my mind. I'm thinking either Diplodocus or Chimerasaurus. There's Chimerasaurus again. This time it's much more expensive. Maybe I should have listened. I don't know. I got a thought. Obviously, I'm never gonna know until the dinosaurs actually end up dying. But like, I wonder if like, so here's my idea, right? I wonder if since the dinosaurs are sponsored, what if like every time the Waherosaurs die, but obviously through natural causes by age, I wonder if like the authorities would be kind enough to just give me free Waherosauruses. Like the moment it dies, they die off. Like, oh, one of them died. That's a shame. Don't worry, we'll give you another one because it's sponsored. That would be very helpful, actually, if that is the case. I don't know. I still don't quite get what's the point of the sponsored dinosaurs thing. Seeing as how, like, so far, the only thing that they do is just get me a better, higher rating. Oh, looks like Shrek and Fiona are gonna be in the romance. Romance in the storm. I just had an idea. You know what would be funny, actually? Since these Waherosauruses are Shrek themed, Shrek themed. Imagine if I just get a Draco Rex. Get Draco Rex and pretend that's the bloody dragon.
The region's apex predator.
What's this guy doing? Why is this guy acting like a goldfish?
Originating in Madagascar, the Junga
That's a nice rock.
that would inspire the naming of the Jungasaurus. This Cretaceous hunter
It's stuck. It's stuck in an animation loop. I think that both of them are, really. It's trying to get in position to do a social animation, but the rock's in the way. Let me just remove it quickly so that they don't get... See if that fixes it. That does fix it. But in return, that means that... Oh! Oh! He's got force powers! Everything else is marine. I think the park wants me to get more marine stuff. Alright. What do we want? 2 dinosaurs for 500,000. Don't know what it is. Apparently the Waherosaurs do like them. Let's see what they are.
Commencing asset transit.
Amargasaurus. So it is a sauropod. I'm happy with Amargasaurus. Albeit it will be a low rating dinosaur. But I'll take it.
Asset has been transported. Asset transportation in progress.
Right, and they're pretty tolerable on the population. I only need 2 of them anyway. That's good. I think a Margosaurus is good. It's a good fur dinosaur for this enclosure. Right. So now we just need to figure out what pterosaur we're gonna put in here. How much have we recorded so far? 24? Well, we can do more. But alright, so we're done with this. Hell yeah. And we also now have enough trust for the authorities to get this. Which I'm gonna jump on immediately. For 18 seconds, we're only 98,000. Hell yeah, let's get those better fences up and running. Oh yeah, we're making good progress with the research. So now that we have that, where's the ranger stations? Response facilities. I'm gonna immediately advanced training. Additional upgrade slots. And how do I get that? Doesn't matter. The fact that they can now shoot better is good. Because... But to be fair, I don't think I'm going to need it anymore.
Collecting asset.
Because we haven't quite gotten an escape for a while now. And probably won't need to worry about escaping dinosaurs for a while now. But I think the fact that it's there now is good. Kind of tempted to go for the Geosternbergia, honestly. Yeah. Get the DNA of this Geosternbergia. Make him. Even though I said that, like, I'd rather try and get them through drops. I just feel like this might be the exception. Yeah. There we go. So yeah, we start getting a backwards pathway. This direction. Oh, we could fit all the buildings for the yeah, this is perfect. Yeah. The pathway down this way where we could see the enclosures on this side. Hell yeah. Yeah, we got a good plan going then. Just want to check. Do we have Nasutoceratops DNA? We do. Okay. Okay. I'm gonna take this time and quickly replace the fences. Because I know the Majungasaurus, yeah, security rating 4. So the moment I replace it with this fence, I can now happily feel safe knowing that the Majungasaurus are safely contained and I'm not necessarily impenetrable. They're at least less likely to break out now. Just wondering, do we actually have the DNA for Moros? I don't think we do. No, we don't. So then it's important that I do this then. Because even though I have said that the Moros are annoying, and I stand by that, it is annoying to keep the Moros, and I know for a fact I'm never going to get them ever again in another park. They're still part of the park. So alphabetically appeal. Really? Spinosaurus has a higher appeal than T-Rex. Even more surprisingly is that Acrocanthosaurus is apparently the 4th most appealing dinosaur. Really? And apparently Therizinosaurus is the 3rd. And surprise, surprise, most of them are theropods. The only non-theropod high-rating dinosaur is Ankylosaurus. What's the lowest of the low? Struthiomimus? This Pecky Motobar. How dare you! How dare you add Motobarosaurus into one of the lower rating dinosaurs? Oh, oh, same for Minmi. Oh, dear. Oh, whatever. Do find it a bit weird though that Sinoceratopses apparently has a higher star rating than Triceratops. Like, I get that you're trying to please China, Frontier, and you know what, just the Universal in general, right? And it's cool that you're adding this dinosaur to the game. But to say that Sinoceratops is more of a higher rating dinosaur than Triceratops is madness. But hey, Australopithecus high rating at least. There's that.
En route to collect the asset.
Alright. Stuff it. Let's do it.
Delivery has been completed.
I'm gonna start making some Geosternbergias.
Underway.
I'm thinking what we could do for this pterosaur. So maybe we'll have like, obviously this little watering hole at the center, right? And everything's focused purely around this
Asset
watering
delivered.
hole. So we'll have like
Asset being
let's
transported.
say a couple of nice looking trees and whatnot. You know what? Yeah, why not? We'll pretend that this is like a water tower that like keeps the water like all healthy and whatnot. I like that idea. You know what? I think this is good fine as it is. Yeah, I'm gonna obviously I'm gonna modify more depending on the pterosaur's like needs, but yeah. Whoa, whoa, whoa! What is going on here? I'm sorry. Are you honking at the dead Gallimimus? It's dead. It's not moving anywhere. Alright, here we go. Ladies and gentlemen, without further ado, here is the Geosternbergia. Now, Geosternbergia is interesting. You like forests, really? Huh. Interesting. Right. So, with Geosternbergia, there's a bit of a controversy about the identity of this pterosaur. So this pterosaur is found in, I don't remember the name of where it was found, but I know for a fact that it lives with none other than the pteranodon, the pteranodon itself. You know, what you think of is as pterodactyl, you know, in reality is called, you know, pteranodon. And that's this, not this pterosaur, but you get the idea of what a pteranodon is, right? But what makes it that interesting is that because of that, there's a bit of controversy. This is another bloody Torosaurus Triceratops situation again. There are people thinking that Geosternbergia is not actually a new species and that it actually is Pteranodon, or more specifically, a sexually dimorphic variation of Pteranodon, specifically male Pteranodons, right? And I guess it makes sense because the crest is way more prominent, much more unique in function, while Pteranodon usually is much more like more conical, I guess you could say, in what the head crest looks like. But And so people reckon that it should be renamed from Geosternbergia to like Pteranodon geosternbergii, you know, like a species variation or something. But then there's apparently reports out there where Geosternbergia there have been like smaller Geosternbergias found that are assumed to be female Geosternbergias. So like I don't know. Take it as you will. It's another Torosaurus Triceratops situation all over again, or maybe Pachycephalosaurus Dracorex situation. I don't know. It could be, could not be. Uh, could be different species, could be the same species. I don't know. I guess that's the thing with paleontology is that we're never really gonna know unless we travel back in time and saw that like, hey, Pteranodon is mating with another Pteranodon, and the Geosternbergia is telling it to bugger off. Or something. I don't know. But yeah, there's nothing else I could really say. You know, I mean, similar to Pteranodon, you know, sharpened beak, probably might have like swan dived into the water, like an albatross or whatever those birds are called. Um, but and then you know, quickly then fly out because I remember reading a study that you know geostern not well just pterosaurs are not great at floaters, so yeah, the idea is that they would like dive into the water, catch whatever fish they get, and then immediately try and get out of the water and flap themselves out of there. That's the general gist. But yeah, nothing else I could really say about Geosternbergia, but still a pretty cool pterosaur. Well, Geosternbergia or Pteranodon, take it. That's your opinion. Although I remember explicitly having a little bit of a back and forth, not necessarily an argument, but a dispute with one of my peers, on whether or not this pterosaur is his own species or if it is Pteranodon. He thinks that it's Pteranodon geosternbergii. Personally, I like to be the optimistic and like to think of how cool it would be to diversify animal species, and think Geosternbergia should be its own species. After all, with everything that happened between Torosaurus and Triceratops, we eventually learned that Torosaurus is in fact its own species. I don't know if I ever covered that up in other episodes, but it is the confirmation. Torosaurus absolutely is its own species. You know, because we found, we have found baby Torosaurus, so, and that yeah, which is cool. So I guess the same could maybe be applied to Geosternbergia, but take it as you will. Yeah, sweet. So now that we got these guys in, let's extend the tour to go into the aviary. It's gonna be rough though, 'cause why does it not delete the bloody... There we go. Yeah, then it goes in. And for now, it's just gonna loop backwards. But it'll connect through a different end. Oh, you are joking me. Why can't it be a two-way gate? Sweet. There we go. Hell yeah. The tour is operational and now you can see the pterosaurs in action. Action. I'm going to need to repopulate the gallimimuses. They're dying off. So I'll probably do that off screen. But yeah, I think it's time to... Yep, it's time to stop the episode. Yeah. See what I can do. Get the gallimimus back in. Probably the same for all the dinosaurs that are going to die off soon. But yeah, next time, I think the next step is to work on the next enclosure. You know, work on the next herbivore enclosure, and then immediately after that, the carnivore enclosure. And that will hopefully get us to the 5th star. But yeah, I think the fact we got Geosternbergia now, it's pretty cool. It is a rather cool looking pterosaur Geosternbergia. Yeah, if you guys enjoyed the video, click the like button. If you want to see more, click the subscribe button. And I'm Super Marcel, and make sure you have a super time. Bye bye. Glop 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 glop. Drink the water.